it looks like I'm eating my own words. So the TikTok ban, what has happened was around, I think, 12 in the afternoon yesterday. TikTok came back up. And what I mean by that is you can't install it via the App Store. You can only get it and have it working if you already had it installed. It's now working again, but the message is that President Donald Trump has been the one to try to fight this, basically. Not going into politics, that's a whole other fucking bag of barrels, but that's what's happened. And, I mean, it's working fine. Like, I can access my TikTok. My TikTok is perfectly intact. I have the shop available to me to where I'm allowed to put in free samples. So before the ban, I actually had a sample being sent to me, but then because of the ban, I was no longer able to see the in progress of that, and I was no longer able to fulfill my obligation in that regard. So I'm actually able to do that now. My TikTok is standing. Here it is, in all of its glory. My beautiful page that I've had for over 3 years is intact. But what I'm here to talk about today actually is people's reaction. So I saw a lot of people like, oh, finally Gen Z is, like, Gen Z struggling so bad right now. And boo-boo, like, I hate to tell you this, but we went to Zhejiang. Like, we were gladly able to switch without crying. We were upset with one of two reasons. We had either worked hard on a page and we were very happy with our progress and a bit upset that our progress was getting taken away, which is a little fair. Because imagine you work on something for over 3 years and all of a sudden the government just takes it from you. It's not a great experience. And a lot of people, like, for example, next door, Daniel does TikTok and ships out his books via TikTok shop. You know, he does all that, but for the day yesterday, he was unable to access the shop portion and be able to see who ordered what, and etc. That has now since been fixed, so that's good. But what I really don't understand is why don't we, I say this lovingly, why do we have, like, a war between generations, in a sense? Like, why are millennials so keen on Gen Z being upset? Y'all do realize we're not really the sensitive ones for the most part. Of course, we have one or two bad apples, but so do y'all. Like, why does a few bad apples have to ruin the bunch? And another thing seems to be a misunderstanding with Gen Z is people are not willing to change with time. Trans people are not an issue at all. Let them be who they want to fucking be. Are they bothering you? If so, suck it up. You're an adult. Literally, all the trans issues is wah, 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 wah. I don't like what they're doing to their bodies. It makes me uncomfortable. Wah, 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 wah. Shut the fuck up. Go do something else. If you really have that much time on your hand to go complain about trans people, go work at a soup kitchen. Go help the community. Do something productive. Shut the fuck up. No one gives a crap. No, everyone just does. No one cares. I was raised by two people over the age of 50. Not over the age. I don't want to overestimate. I'm so sorry. My parents are around 56 years old right now. I'm currently 19 years old. And they don't understand the trans movement at all. I've tried explaining it to them. They don't understand it. I mean, they don't that I'm aware of. They don't outwardly, like, tell trans people they shouldn't be themselves. They're just like, I mean, as long as they're not hurting, we don't understand, but as long as they're not hurting anyone, we don't care, and we'd just rather stay away from it. That's what they've said. And whatever. But I have multiple friends who are trans, and I absolutely adore every single one of them, because I don't see people based on... I see people based on their personalities, not based off their appearance. If they tell me that they're a trans person and I deduct, I don't deduct anything. But if they tell me they're trans, I'm like, okay, that's your preferred pronouns. Even if I fucking hate that person, say I absolutely fucking love them, and they're like, I identify as a woman. Okay, you identify as a woman. I still don't fucking like you. You's a bitch. Like, I don't care. I don't feel as if trans people and their identity should be respected as long as they're respectful. If a trans person's an asshole, they're still trans and they're still like, if they're a trans woman, then she's an asshole. That's all I have to say about that. Like, I don't understand the whole, they have to earn my respect, and they have to pass for me to listen to him. How about you shut the fuck up? You don't pass for 20, yet you still act like a child. Like, anyway, I'm getting off topic. We'll go into trans matters at a later date, and we'll get some help with that video. But I'm really sensitive on that subject. Again, I've had friends, and I've grown up around trans people, and I see their struggles. I see them. I see what they're going through, and it's not fair. The fact they have to fight for their health care is absolutely fucking ridiculous. I say this because when you turn 18, okay, with the age being 18 to be able to make decisions, people are stupid. But the one thing I can tell you is when it comes to gender identity and when it comes to sexual identity and what you fucking like to, you know, smash holes with, that kind of develops whenever you're a teenager. I've always known, you know, I'm a little fruitcake, okay? Me and my brother are fruitcakes. I personally have a preference for women, but I will date men. I am just way more picky about men than I am women. And that's just how I be, okay? And one thing, I did get into a small, like, little scuffle with my mom about something, and she was like, well, would you date a trans woman? Yes. Hands down, yes. As long as we got along and both of us loved each other, I don't care. Like, if that was the case, that's my wife, bitch. I don't care. I really don't. So, I don't know. I really should talk about more issues like that. So, for example, I just like rambling on this channel. Okay, my videos have no fucking cohesive storyline. I forget what's happening 90% of the time, let's be for real here. But, I'm so tired, I just woke up. Anyway, when it comes to like the LGBT community, I'm pretty chill. Therians, okay, whatever. You do you, boo. You're not hurting anyone. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know too much about Therians. All I know is they do some really cool tricks. Like, they can do that bipedal shit. That's fucking impressive. That's all I have to say about that. As long as, like, they're happy and they're not hurting anybody, I really don't care. You gotta choose when to pick a battle and when not to. And there's really just not one with trans people. Like, at all. At all. It's, let them be them. Like, some lesbians will not date trans women. Some do. It's kind of a 50-50, okay? That's just how it be. And for me, it's just, I really don't care. Under umbrella terms and under the terminology, I am considered pansexual, because gender doesn't matter to me too badly. I am far more picky, and I have a higher chance of picking a woman than a man. So, currently, I'm at an even streak, actually. I have dated a man, and I've dated a woman, and so far, I like dating women more. That's just a preference. Look, as long as you say you're a lady, and I can clearly tell you're not trying to make a fucking joke, like, you know how those people are like, oh, actually, I am trans, because what happened was I was on, I don't remember what I was on, but I told, this guy was like, hey, my friend likes you, you should, you know, I was like, I'm good, I like women more, I'm so good, well, he's a trans woman, it's like, no, he's not, you just said your buddy, and you're using he pronouns, even though you said he's a trans woman. Like, no, he's not. And it's really not fucking funny, and it's not gonna change my mind, like, at all that you said that. It's really bold that you think saying that would change my mind. It's really bold. But that's pretty much all I have to ramble about for today. Again, I just like rambling about shit. I don't remember half the shit I just said, so every time I stutter, I'm just trying to think about what I was talking about. I am extremely tired right now, so peace. Make sure to like and subscribe, please. It helps boost my channel and the algorithm. I will see y'all later.